everybody, and welcome back to Phoenix, Wright, Trials, and Tribulations with Chaos Counseling.
Chaos Counseling.
Fucking finish this, please. Our deadline's coming up.
Ain't no lie, I never met Glenn Hale. There was some lame guy with that name, though. Wanted to borrow cash from me. I set up a meet with the guy at my office, Lander. I went around for him, but he ain't never showed. I ain't never been to the Tribulations joint you used to hear.
I see. That all seems perfectly logical. You had arranged to meet with the victim, but he didn't show up.
I've heard it's pretty hard to keep appointments when you're dead.
Very well. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. I tell you, I got a big deal going down today. I ain't gonna make my bus now. I'm gonna have to take the express train. The bill's going straight to you, right? Ugh.
Audio still going?
See.
Okay.
So is video.
Just had to make sure.
Yeah, no, you good. I understand.
We've been going for a little bit, audience.
We've been going for a while because we gotta finish.
Well, you're here. So this is probably February. Hope you guys are getting ready for Valentine's Day, Single Awareness Day, Gal Pal
Whatever
Day.
the hell it is.
Palentine's.
I guess we are not gonna make that timeline deadline, but that's okay. We're acknowledging it. It's a thing that happened.
We're doing our best.
We're getting there.
We're almost there.
Mr. Tigre, is there something you'd like to tell the court about these matches? Matches? What's he talking about? We found them in your office at Tenderlander. They're from that restaurant. If you've really never been to Tribulations before, what was the book of the restaurant's matches doing on your desk? You've been snooping around my stuff now too, wise guy? What are you, my ball and chain? Ain't no broad controlling me.
Witness? What?
I just realized Furigo is wearing an orange suit. Orange is the opposite color of blue.
Yeah.
Shit! Okay, I didn't notice the color part, but that's
No,
pretty
it's
cool.
so cool. I love that attention to detail so much.
I'm sad that his shirt isn't the tiger eating a phoenix. That'd be a bit too on the nose, but at the same time, that'd be kind of cool.
And this is Phoenix Wright. When are we not on the nose?
That's very true.
Yeah, how dare you?
I think it's time you started telling the truth, don't you?
Ah,
Sorry! I'm terribly sorry, forgive me!
ain't no pussycat. I don't go back and want to see it. But okay, I was at the joint that day. What?
Nani?
That's good, alright. Might have been there, but I still never met that kid.
Well. Looks like an order just came in for another testimony.
I've been delivered, monsieur!
You need to get out.
I'm sorry.
This close to proving it was him. He did meet Glenn Elk that day. And he did put the poison in his coffee. He must have. At Tribulations. I was supposed to meet with the kid at the restaurant that afternoon. When I opened the door to the joint, I saw one ugly scene. The guy was laid out over the table, stiff as concrete. I figured the place wasn't hot already. It was gonna be, so I split. I heard the cop sirens on my way out and went straight back to my office.
I see. You didn't actually meet with him in the end, then. Well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor. Hold it, if I went around here any longer, I ain't even gonna make the normal express. No more stupid questions.
Huh. No problem.
Cup number 14.
Anytime Trite presses you on something irrelevant, I'll see he pays a penalty.
Mr. Godot, that's my job! Well, I mean, it's the judge's job, but
Your job is to slam that little hammer of yours and call a guilty verdict. So do it.
Yes, sir.
Special Express ain't cheap, right? Just a used to know since you used to paying. Oh man, doesn't the rule of law mean anything around here?
Godot's been a real sourpuss lately.
No,
Is there something you want to talk about, Mr. Godot?
Do you need a talking? Do you need a counsel?
Do you want a council session? This is Chaos Council?
We're not professionals, but we might help.
We can help. We can try.
Twy. Right? Twy.
You're something of a loan collecting pro, aren't you, Mr. Tigre? No one escapes the tiger's clutches. Well, I'm something of a lie detecting pro. And no one escapes the phoenix's clutches.
Yeah.
I think it's time we got something straight.
What's this, Trite? A new line of irrelevant questioning.
These are the floor plans of the crime scene. You say you were standing at the entrance, Mr. Tigre. From there, your field of vision would have covered an area something like this.
Indeed, the witness would have had a clear view of the victim's seat.
Isn't that what I just said? I saw the back of the kid's head. Unfortunately for you, that is not possible. If the court would think back, you'll remember that between each of the tables is a tall partition.
What? That's true.
Now look at the plans again. The truth is painfully obvious. From the entrance, the field of vision of any customer walking in ends here.
Oh no, he's sweating.
He's sweating.
He's a real person. He's not an actor.
He's not an animal.
So, from the entrance of Tribulations, you couldn't have seen the victim's seat. But you did see the victim that day because you met with him.
Wrong. Have you forgotten the old man's testimony yesterday? The victim was alone at his table.
But the defense just proved that point to be moot. The victim witnessed by Mr. Kudo was not Glenn Elg, but a fake.
What?
In order to have Mr. Kudo falsely testify, the real killer posed as the victim he had just killed and acted out a charade.
That will do. This trial has gone on long enough without the obvious question being answered. Who exactly was this real killer who impersonated the victim? You say the killer murdered Glenn Elk, and then impersonated his victim in a performance for Victor Kudo. In that case, Mr. Wright, reveal the identity of this criminal to the court. I wonder.
wonder.
I wonder who it could be.
It was Lisa.
It was Lisa.
Okay. Obviously, the killer is Frito Tigre. No one else could have done it.
What? Well, witness.
Now that's cute.
I love his laugh.
Here's the thing, you could pin this on the tiger. Maybe you just don't understand. The tiger's king of the jungle. So I dare you to say it again. Come on, you got the guts?
You can't threaten me, Mr. Tigre. It's the defense. Go ahead and tell the witness, Mr. Wright. Help. Mr. Wright!
Sounds to me like it must be you, old man. Use the guts, I'll give you that.
Mr. Wright, please do not leave me to handle this alone.
Perhaps I can end this embarrassment.
Mr. Godot.
Let's just go back over Mr. Kudo's testimony one more time. The old man didn't see just the victim. Oh, no.
This servant girl brought him a Javachino, but she put something in it. There's no question about it. She's very conspicuously put some white powder in there.
Was the victim he saw the real victim or not? That doesn't matter. The fact remains, he saw the accused put the poison into the coffee.
Yes, it was the waitress who poisoned the coffee.
Very impressive, Mr. Godot. Waiting for my absence to launch your attack.
What?
Found your pen at last, Trite?
It was in my pocket. But anyway, Mr. Kudo witnessed two people that day. He saw the victim, the supposed Mr. Glenn Elg, and the waitress from behind.
Yes, your point, Mr. Wright.
I think the conclusion is obvious. If this Glenn Elg was really the killer in disguise, then surely it's possible the waitress was also part of the show.
What? You mean the waitress was an imposter as well?
The defendant, Ms. Bird, fell unconscious immediately after the incident. And someone used her fainting to hatch an elaborate plan to pin the murder on her.
Who on earth was it? Who was this waitress that Mr. Kudo witnessed? Witnessed? Wow.
Witness.
Witnessed! Who is this woman?
Who is this man? Her name is Viola Cadavarini. She's an employee of Tenderlender. You're making a big mistake. You know who Violeta's grandfather is? Better be going home in an Arbor truck tonight, if you know what I mean.
Stop shaking, Nick. She tries to hold him to stop him shaking. She's like, oh gosh.
Where was I? Yes, the defendant, Miss Bird, has stated the following.
Well, when I took the coffee over to the victim's table... It's true there was another customer in the restaurant. She was sort of creepy. And she had kind of a cackling laugh.
Wow. Wow.
There are just too many contradictions in this case. The second man at the victim's table, who nobody but Miss Bird seems to have seen, the earpiece worn by the victim in his left ear when that eardrum was ruptured, and the radio show he was supposedly listening to half an hour after it was over. There's only one logical explanation that clears up all of these contradictions. The whole incident took place twice. Once for real and once for show. And Mr. Fedor Tigre, the only person who could have committed the crime was you.
Witness, what have you got to say?
That's cute.
Sorry?
You're alright. I could do with a guy like you around. What do you mean? Okay, I'm on this game. I'm gonna have to charter a jet to get me to my meeting now, but I'm gonna give you one more thing to think about before I go. Something to think about?
Shit.
You got it all wrapped up nice, huh, right? But you should miss out on one real important thing. But that can't be. I was enjoying that day, and I met that kid too. But I couldn't poison him, you see here?
What? Do you really expect us to believe you now, Mr. Tigre?
Huh. What a troublemaker.
Troublemaker?
Looks like we're going to need another one for the road.
Cup number 16. So one more, and that's his trial cup.
One more steaming cup of hot testimony.
Sounds gross.
A little.
Indeed. Witness, you will explain yourself to the court. I will give you one more chance to testify.
Oh no!
Where's the confetti?
It has been saved.
It has been rescued. What happened that day at Tribulations between yourself and the victim?
Dies to the victim.
I thought that says tread to the victim.
Oh.
Yeah, I loaned cash, about $100,000. That day we were due to have a little chat. The kid had hit his payback date, see? Somebody tells me he's got no way to pay up. And I'm about to flatten the guy when he starts screaming. Yes, I won $500,000. You got lucky, you know. Real lucky.
Oh, okay.
Even that waitress hadn't done what she'd done, everything would have been over.
Now I see that the principal amount you loaned to Mr. Elg was $50,000.
Yeah, well, you just got the big to take into account. Interest builds up fast, you know. That's faster than fast. $100,000 is twice his principal.
Yeah.
And the repayment deadline was December 3rd, the day of the incident in question.
Yeah, he was one lucky kid. He got that $500,000 just in time. So I have no reason to kill the kid. And if I ain't got no motive, you ain't got no case. Motive? He has to have one, but what is it?
Interesting.
Every time I see him do that animation, I always wonder, what if he just, like, freaks out or scares himself and bites his tongue?
That would just suck.
That would
dude.
suck real bad.
Pierce right through it.
Yeah.
Well, then you could have a cool lip ring, I guess. I don't know.
I don't think... Are lip rings a thing?
Lip rings, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And there's tongue piercing, so we can
Well, I
have a
don't-
stud there.
Tongue piercings, but...
I've also seen rings, but they were always at the edge.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
Waitress? You mean? The girl with the glasses in the defense chair. Who else could I mean? If she hadn't gotten in the way, things would have been bada bing, bada boom, over and done with.
Bing day to bodum. Sorry.
What do you mean things would have been over and done with?
I didn't say that. I said bada bing, bada boom.
Are you saw there or what? I'm talking about the cash. I was there to get my $100,000 back, and that's all. I'm a businessman. It was all coming together before that waitress got in the way.
As far as I can tell from the witness's testimony, other than recouping his loan, Mr. Tigre had no motive for killing the victim. Witness, you will amend your testimony to reflect what you just said.
The tiger's motive, huh?
So the tiger was meeting Glenn Elk to get his money back. If Mr. Elk had just given him the lottery ticket, that would have been the end of it.
Yeah, so what's the tiger's motive? This is the big one. Don't manage to undermine this testimony, it's all over for us. Why do you have to poison Mr. Elk? And why did he loan him the money in the first place when he knew he couldn't repay him?
Yeah, we probably will stop.
Okay.
This
That's
next
about this
episode,
episode.
we'll finish it off.
Oh my gosh!
Holy shit!
crap.
We'll see you guys next time.